Today is Tuesday, the 21 July 2026.
Is it not 22, Patrick?
Today 21.
Because you're not going to meet tomorrow.
Day after.
Oh, okay, sorry, Patrick.
No, 20. So July 2026. And we are here to do this evening chanting. And we have, as usual, Chanvik, Javanapanyo, and we have Paul Apache, and we have Yvonne, and we have Ranjini, and we have Kirsty. So today, this morning, we went to the house blessings of a family who lost their mother 2 days ago. Initially, it was planned to have a house blessings. When I left, about to left in the morning, I was having a different thoughts of what to do and what to say and how to perform. Normally, when such incidents takes place, you would cancel rest of other things and to focus on the task of this loss. But she was determined that she had this plan and she wanted to do it. So early morning service was the house blessings, and in the afternoon we did the merit making and dedicating to her mother. It really brought my memories that after my father died, 45 days later, while I was looking after my mother, who was on and off fainted, and I was organizing a special day to remember my father's death, as traditionally they would be inviting lots of relatives and will be a great feast. So rather than having a feast, I organized inviting monks to do the all-day chanting and inviting all relatives as well as members of the temple to attend the all-day chanting and accumulating merit to dedicate my father. So the day before I was preparing, and I was preparing along with other members, and somehow on that night my mother went fainted again. While I was in a temple preparing, my mother fainted, and she was like nobody could take control and didn't know what to do. So I was called back to the temple home, and I rushed and I carried my mother on my back and taken to the hospital. And by the time about 1 o'clock in the morning, my mother was stable, and I came back to the temple. Next day, early morning, ceremony is to start or to begin, and everybody came and told me to stop and cancel this because the mother was really in a critical situation, I better go and look after her. But rather than cancelling, I remained calm and continued the service. So I remember I was very collective and selective of the words that I was speaking to of everybody, and also I was very mindful of every action that I was doing during that morning time. And that ceremony went well, and later at night I went to see my mother, and she was able to speak now. So that when I was preparing this morning, these all the memories clicked in my memories. That sometimes if we have decided to do things, we have to stick with the plan, especially the big things. And if we don't stick with that plan, and cancelling can cause long-term delay or long-term feeling, repenting on that I should have done such and such, rather than cancelling it. So that same, she did it, and she was very happy, and I feel very happy as I left. So I was talking to them before I left again, just to check on their feelings and their thoughts and all. And I was very happy to hear that they are very happy that they decided to do, and it's like one shot got the two birds. So two things took place at the same time. So that was very happy things. And then after that, we went to the town to deposit the foreign currencies that we received on the consecration day. And I never knew that in dollars, if you write some numbers or something, then they won't accept. So $200 been returned. Now I have to deal with that. So like that. And then as I came back, so Aberdeen University wanted me to check again my background, just to continue as the counselor. What's called Interfaith Council, honorary counseling, counselor at the university. So then it took quite a while to finish all the forms and so on. But anyway, so this is things that I've been doing today, and other documents, sorting it out, insurances as well. And also, as discussed with Chanwit, he is planning to have the service this 26th, the candle offering service, which is the beginning of the rains retreat. And normally members of a community would come and offer the candles to the venerable monks as a symbol of a beginning of the Vassa, and in the meantime members would request venerable monks to observe the 3 months of Vassa, the 3 months time. Venerable Sir, would you please observe the Vassa here in this monastery? We will come and provide you all these 4 requisites and look after you. So that would be the ceremony. And as such ceremonies in the past we organized very short, and I think there was only one occasion that a member came and officially requested to stay or observe the Vassa, and that was Appaji and Ranjani when they decided to sponsor the Katina on that year. Both and family came with some traditional leaves, chestnuts and flower, holding in their hands and requesting that Venerable Sir, please observe this 3 months Vasa and we will provide you all the necessary requisites. For the rest of other years, it's just been a customary tradition. Monks observe it, and our members of a community have been providing the food and so on. So I was going to ask Varuni to make a rota, who else would like to offer during this 3 months time. And also it is a time that members of a community can come and work, dedicate at least this 3 months time. That okay, now on this 3 months time I will be dedicating to come to the chanting maybe every day, not twice, at least once a day, or twice a week, like that, making a vows. And this is quite significant as well, because when I was a novice monk, we were given the tasks and saying that during this 3 months time we will remember such and such suttas, numbers of suttas and such gathas, like that. And then if we really pursue it, and it happened that we could. And there was one nun, now she is looking after the temple in Nepal. She took a vow that she will memorize all 543 gathas from the Dhammapada. So she was memorizing it every day, and it happened that end of the third month, she could remember all of them. And I remember my teacher gave her 1,000 rupees as a present. I was like, oh, wow. And we were still young. We were given a task to memorize these 11 suttas, blessing suttas. And I think I couldn't remember all of them. I stuck in the middle of the chant, and the teacher had to say a few words, and then I could remember, and then go on, and I stuck again, and he would like that. So I wasn't good at the memorizing. But anyhow, so that was the task that we had to practice every this Vasa time. And then some would dedicate themselves to do other things, like I think Appaji and Ranjani may remember, or Paul may remember, during this 3 months time I used to be a vegetarian. Only for the 3 months time a vegetarian. I remember members of a community, Achan, when is the end of this vegetarian? When you coming out? And then later in, I think 2018, I started not to eat any meat and just to be vegetarian. And I realized later on it became a normal. Everybody feels okay. Although there are Thai people that feel, why you are vegetarian? And food is not nice. You could have the steak or chickens, and I like that. But I resisted and didn't take until I found my blood lacking iron, and then I started to eat meat again. And again, do not eat like meat every day. I've eaten the steak couple of times. But I've started taking the chickens, hoping that it can help. So, but anyway, so that's one of the tasks that I did. And in Thailand, during this 3 months' time, there's a big campaign goes on saying that 3 months' time I will not drink free alcohol for 3 months. So starting from this full moon, people will be quitting not to take alcohol, and some even take the vow not to smoke. There was a monk, a very senior monk, who was here in 2017. And he smokes. And he would sat on the chair and will be smoking early morning. And a few members of our community who smoke, they also came on, and he said, Achan, he's smoking. They would come and they would come and tell me, Achan, he's smoking. Yes. And then a couple of years ago, when I went back to, I think it was 2023, I think, when I was in Singapore. I was in, first I was in Thailand, and I went to visit. I stayed with him for 2-3 days, and he stopped, that was 2019. 2019 when I went to stay. And he stopped smoking for 3 months. That's why all the monks were very alert all the time. And then all the monks would say, Ajahn, be careful, okay? Lumpur's emotion can change at any time because he quit smoking for 3 months. So be mindful. So when he's saying, just be mindful, like that. And I went to ask him, Lumpur, why did you stop smoking? And then he said, just training my mind. He said, just training my mind. And he stopped for 3 months. And then after 3 months, he started smoking again. Like that. So, and now, later on I realized, I was told he normally stops this 3 months time of not smoking. Like that. And in Thailand now, there is another group of people beginning to say, rather than not drinking alcohol 3 months time, why not allow them to drink 3 months and not allow them to drink 9 months? They'll turn around. Like that. So, but anyway, so that's the starting of the spiritual journey, spiritual practice, and how strong we are actually. That the task that we have taken on, are you ready to pursue on that and dedicate on that, and how much you want to resist yourself? Sometimes we say that, okay, I'm not going to do it, in your good mood. But later on, it's okay, just the one. Oh, it's okay, just the one. And then what happens? You're ending with going back to the same habits. So that's why offering a candles is like sowing the light, sowing the path towards the enlightenment. It's like there is light at the end of the tunnel. You see the light there. Okay, I can't do it. There's something, okay. So that's why when you're offering it, you're also making the vows. That, okay, this is the one, this is the task that I'm going to do throughout this 3 months' time. And some will change, completely change. I have known one gentleman, same age with me, and we were, he was a senior than me, and he was always drinking all the time, always drinking, and every night when he comes back, he would go to the pub, our local pub, and a drink. And before he got back home, he already drunk and will be fighting and quarreling and like that. And then there was 2000, I think it was 2011 or 2012, there was a project of 1 month ordination during this time. And he volunteered to be one of the 108 monks, to be a monk. And so he became a monk during this time. Now, and he was strictly given this vow that you make a vow that I am not going to drink. And he says, after he became a monk, and later on I met him, and then he said that 1 week was terribly hard. 1 week was terribly so hard, and all sorts of things happening, and he even had this thought of giving up being a monk. But because he was in that mood, in that environment, and feeling ashamed of if I go, people will be saying this and saying that, and run away from being a monk, and so he stayed. And after he gave up, after the end of this program, he continued not to drink. He continued not to drink, and that's simply from the start of this time. And his health dramatically developed, changed, completely different person. And after that, he began to stay in the temple, become very active in the temple's activity. And in Nepal now, he lives in the temple. He lives in the temple, and he is also helping running this primary school too. So like that. So that's why this is the time that if you really want to improve something in your life, may not be able to do all year, at least 3 months time, making some little movement, like okay, this is I'm going to do, some little changes that I want to make, and that little thought of changing actually becomes a challenge later on. Should I continue or should I not? So that's it's the beginning of the journey, and this beginning of the journey actually, again, if we have taken the vow and working on that, we are perfecting our perfections too. Truthfulness, patience, persistence, concentration, wisdom, at least 6 perfections we will be perfecting during this one task, taking one task. So that's the beginning of the Vassa, and I would like to encourage you to take one task or one at a time, and just take one simple, let's say, simple and you think that manageable, and consciously thinking of that, and as you offer the candle, okay, for this 3 months time I am going to do this. Committing yourself, and there will be challenges come, and then you have to overcome those challenges rather than giving it up. It's called a kosajja, means being lethargic and then it's okay, no, I'm going to do it. So training yourself, that's the thing. Right? So I encourage you to do that, and you don't have to tell me. So that's that Than Chanvit would like to have it on 26th. Normally we do it on the full moon, which is 29th. So 29th will be the full moon, and Than Chanvit would like to do this candle offering on 26th, and the candle procession, the 3 rounds will be on 29th in the evening on the full moon service, and then after that it's like a celebrating coming weekend on 2nd of the August, so celebrating this the Vasa, so then 3 months begins. So we're expecting 5 monks here, but are still unsure. 3 monks for sure, but the rest we are still unsure. So if they come, then fine. If not, then we'll see. And I'm going away on the 23rd of this month, hoping to return for a couple of days, middle of next month, but not sure. It depends on the down south, what they have in their program. But I will come back before the Katina, and then we'll come for the Katina too. Yeah? So for the Katina again, we have to plan as well. So Katina will come back, and now Katina is on the 8th of November. Yeah? Right, so with this, let's undo the chanting.